Hello everybody and welcome back to the craft room with Tanya. Now we just had loads of fun, well I did, making this gorgeous grungy fabulous paper, and I said, excuse me, sorry, I did say I would have a go with some of the prettier paper. Now this is my pretty crafty individual background papers and it's trees, and it's ancient. Look, £2.50 for all of this, and I've used this. But it is so pretty. Look at that. Isn't that really sweet? Okay, well, I've picked them. I'll digress. I've picked two out with lovely trees in them, and there's little birds. So I thought we could use, I have different stamps here. I have an indigo blue with a lovely heart with sort of flowers and little birds and dragonflies. So I thought I could have fun with that one. Or is that one of those? No, it isn't. Okay, I have a lovely butterfly here, which I thought I could use bits of, and I have my good old faithful script, because there is still bits of script, as you can see in this here, time for each other, and I don't know what this says, doesn't really matter. So we'll see how we go. Now, it's the same principle. Which one to rip up? Which one? This one, I think. So let's get ripping. Seems sort of sacrilegious to rip up all these bits of gorgeous paper, but that's the process. Now, I am going to use, this is just Nouveau glue pen, and the other one I used my Pritt stick, but I'm running low on that, and I do need that for my foam tape until I buy another one. So whoops-a-daisy, wrong way. There. Oh, I need to eat more Weetabix in the morning. Isn't that what they say? There's a saying in this country, there's a Weetabix, which is like a wheat biscuit. And if you've had your Weetabix, you're supposed to be strong enough to pull boats out of the sea and all sorts of things. So I maybe should have given that a shake first, because I can hear a little ball in that. I should just give it another going over, just in case. The last thing I want is the paper coming back up. There's bits of glue falling off it. That's a good sign. There we go. Ah, that's what it is. It works on a little valve. There. Now that's a really good tacky glue, that Nouveau glue. Let's see. Let's get this down. Oops. There we go. That's, oh yeah, that's sticky. Put this down here, because I like to keep the straight edges as close as possible to the edge of the card, so that that's not sticking. There, let's get another little, oh come on. That's a brute of a pen to open. There we go, that's better. It's coming out now. Good job. Right, let's get the rest of this down. Pop him there. It's like doing a little mosaic, really. Pop that there. Pop that there. There we go. Let's rip up a few more. Doesn't really matter if you go over the edge, because you are ripping this paper back off, as you'll see in the previous video that we made. But I'm always wary that somebody could be watching this from the start and not have seen the previous video. There we go. Now, there we are. I'm sticky. Don't worry if you don't use all the pieces. It doesn't matter. Keep them. You will be able to use them again. So we'll keep that little bit over there. I'm just going to give my hands a quick clean, because they're so tacky. Now, I'm going to use, what could I use to press that down? What have I got? Where's my scrappy piece of paper here? This'll do. It's just to push them down a little bit more. I do want them really, really sticking. Great. Now, next bit. This is my homemade dimensional paste. You'll have seen the video earlier. There's a video on how to make this. I don't know how to link it. I'm so sorry. But if you look back, it's not that far back. And I'm just covering in a few of these little cracks just to give them a bit more interest. because the last thing we want is just bits of paper. Who would want just bits of paper? Now, don't worry, don't smooth it out. Leave it as lumpy and bumpy as you wish. It's half the fun of it. There we go, that's looking great. There we are. Put a bit more in there. A little bit more there. And a bit up there. Perfect. Oh yeah, I'm happy with that. Right. Oops. Yeah, that's fine. There's none around the... Oh, there is. Do make sure to get this off the edges as best you can now. Come off, come off, come off. Good job. Right, and then clean carefully. Clean your tools. Make sure you have all of that off. We'll set this over to the side to dry, and we'll clean our mat. Oh gosh, that is very dirty. There we go. Now, and finally, we'll clean round the edge of our little container. And there's a dimensional paste. Now, I'm going to need a bit of kitchen roll anyway, so I might as well use this to dry it all up. There we go. Now, here is one I made earlier. Now, hopefully this little job is dry. Now, what we're going to do is exactly the same as last time, and we're going to start ripping bits of paper off the card to give us that texture. If I can get a grip of them. There we go. And these were just stuck on with the prick glue. There we go. Leave these little bits sticking up. They're fantastic. That's exactly what you want. Now let's see. If you don't have to rip them up if you don't want to, but I think they give us that little bit of an extra edge. There we go. I can't get a hold of that bit. It's too well stuck down. There we go. Come on. Oh, good job. That's a good one. Let's see if we can... There we go. There's a bit. There. Nope. It's not coming for me. Nope. Oh, well, not to worry. That'll do. There. Now, do you see these little pieces that you've ripped off? Don't throw those out. Those will do every bit as well. Keep them and you can re-stick those down. I have a little folder that I've started to keep my other pieces in. I'll just pop it in there like that. And you can use those now. Let me get rid of the little bits and pieces because we do not want those floating all over the place. I have picked two colours to match in with these. They're the best I have. I have a purple and a violet and a rose. These are just cheap acrylic glue, cheap acrylic paints. Now, I'm going to put them up here because the last time when I put them down here, I got plastered and it's all over my jumper. We'll put a bit of pink there and a little bit of violet over here. Come out, come out. Ooh, that came out. There you go. Your wish is my command. And I want my scruffy brush, as I call it. Where is it? This is just a cheap scruffy brush. Right, here we go. Perfect. And now what I want to do is go over with the darker colour around the edges like so. And I want to cover all of the edge with my darker colour. Don't put too much paint. Sorry, don't put too much water in your paint. Have your brush a little bit dry and keep it that way. I need more. The drier, the better. Let's see. I think funny feeling I might even need more than that. There we go. Bring this right in like so. And this is why I use a cheaper paintbrush for these types of card. I don't want to ruin my good watercolor brushes or anything else because it can be quite abrasive with the media paste dimensional paste. Sorry, not media. I keep thinking mixed media and I get them, oh dear, I get them confused. There we go. No, that's actually not a bad match. Quite pleased with that, considering I don't have a lot of paint here. Now let's see, we'll put a little bit in here and there. Might as well use it up. There we go. Bring it in a bit. Now all I'm doing is covering up the little pieces in between the paper to hide them, I suppose. I'm just going to get rid of that colour a little bit because it's right up into the bristles, and take in my nice, oh look at that lovely rose. That's a wee bit deep for me actually. I'm going to bring in some of that white, soften that up a little bit. Yeah, I think that's better. Yeah, still a bit. That's better, I think. And I'm just going to go around those little white patches, not completely obliterating everything, but just giving me a bit of depth. There, that's better. Use a bit of the white as well and just soften it all up. That's better. There we go. Good job. Don't be too fussy and don't be too particular. It does not matter. No. There we go. Look at that. Isn't that wonderful? And you can still see some of your paper and your trees and your bits and pieces. Now I'm going to clear this all up as best I can with the kitchen roll, and then go over it with a piece of a wipe. And then I need to dry this off because we're oh, I do apologise, but I'm trying to get that paste. There's a bit of paste that came off there. Now I'm going to give this a bash with the heat gun, and then we're going to do a little bit of embossing. So let me get this thoroughly dried and I'll be straight back. Just bear with me. Hello and welcome back. Now, what we're going to do next is we're going to do a little bit of embossing. And I thought I would use my butterfly. Actually, I'm going to take this text off and just use him on the card. Oh, sorry, like that. There we go. Now, do we want to do this in gold or do we want to do this in silver? What do you think? Or should we do it in white? Don't want to make it a plaster, but oh, I have a funny feeling the gold would give it a nice lift. Do you? Silver would be nice with those colours though. No, I'm going to go with the gold. I just think it'll give it a lovely, lovely lift. Right, let's use the butterfly. I was going to go with text, but I think the butterfly works. Now I'm just giving this a really, really good coating with the Watermark clear ink pad. This is an old Pretty Things one that I have, and I'm just using it up. I've bought myself a Versamark one, but I might as well finish that. Now, I don't necessarily want my butterfly to look too perfect. Let's see, I think I'm going to have to do that up again. Let's see. Oh, I'll stamp him off like that, and then on like that. Now, I'm not sure where I've been, and the last thing I want to do is go over it too many times. So let's get gold powder on and give it a little shimmy about. Hopefully everywhere has dried properly and I'm not going to get a load of gold powder. Oh, I do have bits. Look at that. It wasn't completely dry. That's a mess. I should have spent a little bit longer drying it. That's, what is it they say? Less haste, more speed, eh? Not to worry, it's a grungy picture. It won't matter too much. I think All right, where's the little fine brush? Where did I put it? Oh, come on, there it is, there it is. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go around this and get rid of these bits that should not be there. There we go. That's okay, I'll leave a little bit of that. Doesn't matter too much, don't be too fussy. It's just it hasn't had a chance to dry. I'm going to take off quite a bit of that one because it's just a mess. There. I'll hold on to that because we can use that again. I'll set it over there and I'll give this another going over it with a heat gun. Okay, sorry about this, bear with me. Okay, and welcome back. Now I'm quite pleased with the way that's worked, but I'm going to put a little bit of script in as well because I think the butterfly is maybe a wee bit too much altogether. So I'm just in this section here, maybe over here, up here, and maybe a tiny bit there. I'm going to use my script. Now, please do remember that we'll be cutting this up. So you do not need to worry too much, and you do not need to be too particular. Right, I want a nice big bit there. I want a little bit there, and let's see, where's wet? There. We'll pop that down there like that now. Oh, hard work on the fingers, this, isn't it? This is a bit lumpy, this bit, so I'm going to get rid of that. I don't want to put that back in my pot because I did brush that off earlier on. Right, here goes. Let's give it a good old shifty-o. Where all we think there we go. Oh, good job. Now I still have a little bit in the center here that hasn't, and here as well, that just hasn't dried perfectly. And it's left it a bit clumpy. Again, it's a sort of like a grungy, pretty grunge. Let's call it pretty grunge. There you go. We've developed our very own term, pretty grunge. And let me get rid of that as much as I can. Right, let's go. I'll clean those up in a minute. Not worry too much about that. Get rid of that. And I'm going to heat gun again, so bear with me a sec. There you go, and welcome back. Now, I'll just leave these out of the way because I'll clean those up when I've finished. Now, do we see we've got plenty of butterfly wings, we've got plenty of little bits of script, a bit too much butterfly wings by the look of it there. But that's okay. Just checking to see that I haven't missed any bits. I don't think so. Right. We don't need to be too particular or too fussy, so please don't worry too much. Now, I'm at the point that I need to go ahead and make my card. So how many minutes am I at? Right. I'm going to leave it there for the moment, and that's the background done. All I have to do is cut this up and make a card out of it. So if you give me 2 seconds, I'll go ahead and just cut these pieces out. Where do we want to cut? That is the question. This is going to be part of our frame. This is our focal point, and I am liking that bit. I am also liking this bit up here. In fact, I like this bit up here very, very much because I have a bit of the butterfly wing. I have a bit of the original paper, a bit of paste, and the colours. Oh, there's too many pretty bits. There's a lovely bit down there. I like that a lot. And I could cut that there. So I'll maybe go ahead. Let me see, just make sure there's nowhere else I fancy more. I do like that bit up there. I do like this bit here, actually. There's a nice piece. Oh, decisions, eh? No, I like this little bit here with it. You can still see the paper underneath. And I'm going to cut, I can cut that out there and then I'll not lose too much. Right, bear with me a second. And welcome back. And here we are. Here's our 2 little pieces, our focal point. And we'll keep that because we might want to cut a butterfly or something out of that. There we go. So what I'm going to do is I've pre-cut my white pieces. I've just used 2 press cut dies to cut these 2, and I've used 2 double stitched dies to cut the 2 white pieces. So I'm putting that on there. Oops, there's a little stringy bit. Putting that on there like that. And then I think, oh, what way up? This way. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Look at that. So pretty. Now, we'll pop that onto a little card, hopefully without putting it all over the place, a little bit all over the place. Now, look at that. You could leave it exactly like that and do a little happy birthday or happy anniversary or whatever you want. Or we could put a little butterfly. Let me see how a little butterfly would look on it, will we? You could do your butterfly, just cut it out of, you know, a card. You don't have to make it out of the same material as that. But now, how big would we want our butterfly? That's the question. Would they be? Would that be too big? No? Do you think? That would work well, actually, because what I could do... Which one is he? I think that one's slightly narrower. Oh, I like this one. I do like this one. So what I can do... Watch this. This is a Sizzix die. Yeah, this is it here. Can you see that? Sizzix, good old Tim Holtz. And it's a 2-part die, so you have the background and then you have the frame at the top. And what I want to do, I'm never sure, but I think I'm going to want to cut my background out of the white to make the top part stand out. So let's see how that works. If it doesn't work, we'll just do it the other way around. Simple as that. Right, there's the white. Where's my pokey tool to get it out? There we go. Do you see? Look at that. And then this is the little filigree bit, which I think we want to cut out here. Yeah, that's a good spot. Now, let's try and get it in there. Actually, I'll cut that to get it to go through. Cut it. Bear with me a second. We'll just slice along there. And that way we don't ruin the whole shebang. Right, get this through, and I'm going to run this through because there's so much paper, card, dimensional paste all over this. I want to run it through a couple of times just to make sure. Oops, a daisy. You see that is not cutting out, so I'm going to have to put a shim in. Bear with me a second. There's my metal shim, so I'm going to put metal shim over the top of him and pop them through again a couple of times. Oh, that's hard. That should do the trick, I hope. I'm just going to run it through a couple of times to be safe. Keep your fingers crossed. Here goes. It's mostly cut. Mostly has. I'm going to do them again though. I'm not happy. I'm not seeing a good cut mark the whole way through. So, gosh, I'm going to regret picking this butterfly. Oh dear. Oh, my arms. So that'll save me going to the gym. There we go. Let's see. Has that worked? Because if it hasn't, I'm going to pick a different one. There's a lot of material on. No, he seems to have cut. Good. I'm just poking these. Oh, no, he hasn't cut there, has he? Maybe not. We'll soon find out. Let's get him out and see. Come on, little chap. Come on. Oh, wow. It's actually lifted some of the dimensional paste off. Look. It's maybe not such a good idea. I'm going to have to give him a clean out quickly. Yeah, it still looks great though, doesn't it? Yeah, it does. It looks fab. Look at that. Oh, I do like that. It's sort of a... Oh, no, a bit's come off there. Oh, lordy. Not to worry. Those haven't come out. That has. That hasn't. that has. I might have to run him through again. I'm not sure how I feel about this. He's maybe a tad too grungy for me. No, he's coming. He's coming. Let's see. Let's see. Come on, little fella. Good job. Good job. Here we go. This bit's coming out a lot quicker, a lot easier. There we are. Now keep your fingers crossed. We just get this last little piece out. Come on. Let's give these a little flick. Oh, I'm going to have to. Come on. Just one little rascally piece there. There he is. Now, I've ripped a tiny, tiny piece. Oh gosh, that was hard work, wasn't it? Maybe not such an... Oh, there's a piece that's stuck. Come on, out you come. There we go. I've just ripped a piece there. I don't know if... Now what I'm going to do, there's a little bit there, it's a bit mucky. Oops. Right, torn the card. But what I'm going to do is get my paintbrush and a tiny, tiny, tiny drop of the pink, and just fill it in. And I'm going to add that pink in a few other places. Just to introduce it so it doesn't look so what's the word, stark. There we go. There we go, that'll do. Can I get you back in the tube? Yes, I can. Good. I like to get my value for money. Now I just need him to dry a little bit. Oopsie daisy. So bear with me till I give him a blast with the heat gun. Sorry about this. And there we go. Now I would suggest we put him on like that and then set him down. What do you think? Maybe. Maybe. You could just use that piece. What do you think? I'm not quite sure about that. You see, I like it on its own. I sometimes think less is very much more. And I don't want to cover up all the pretty card. I'm not sure about that at all. If I was going to use them, I think I would use them without the background, maybe. You could put them inside, but I think I'm going to keep it as is. I'm sorry after all that, but it's oh no, it's entirely up to you. Now I'm going to get this stuck down, and then I'll put that in the thumbnail image at the front of the video so you can see how it looks. There we go. Isn't it pretty? So there we are. We have two. Where's the other one? Complete. I haven't this stuck down yet either because I just started straight in to make this one. We have two completely different cards. Come on, come on, come on, come on. There we go. Two completely different cards. Exactly same technique. You could use that for a gentleman, and you could use this for a lady or an anniversary, or that could even be with sympathy. You know, they're very, very versatile. But if you want to put your butterfly on, you put your butterfly on. I'm leaving it as is because I think it's gorgeous. And then all you need is your little sentiment whenever the time is right. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the videos, please give me a good old thumbs up. Do follow along. And if you can, oh, you can't really send me pictures back. Sure you can. I'm going to try and set up this Facebook page so that you can, because I'd love to see what you make of the cards and the techniques. It would be so much fun to see that. So I'll maybe see how to set up a community page. Anyway, I digress yet again, and I'm keeping you back for nearly half an hour. So thank you so much for watching. Do take care. Do remember to give me the thumbs up and let me know I'm going in the right direction. And never, ever, ever throw out your pretty paper. Thank you so much. Take care. Enjoy the rest of your day wherever you are. Bye-bye now.